day, lords and ladies of the internet. I am your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and today is the day where hell breaks loose! Because obviously, when I click on get a new update arrives, I click on the thing just to see what books I need. Turns out I don't need any books, because what we're fighting today is a very special kind of fight. So, yeah. I can only be terrified. What is this then? Take 1 to 2 less damage and stagger damage from attacks. Take no damage from ranged attacks. Use resonate. Uses resonate, a combat page that becomes stronger if Algria's speed equals his target's vibration. When HP falls to 25, purge all status ailments and fully recover stagger resist. Afterwards, use this to combat page in final impromptu. It's 10 rounds of bullcrap. We got the bloody boss rush now. So who do we have? We got Oswald, we've got the chef, we got the dog, we've got the gears, we've got him himself, we've got Pluto, we've got the puppeteer, we got Philip, we got whatever the Christ that is, and we've got the musicians. I am terrified. Once the reception of the verberation ensemble begins, you cannot send invitations or burn books until its conclusion. Will you proceed? I feel I need to back up my save. Hold on. Okay. I've backed up my save for the sole reason that Hockmer is not prepared and Roland is not prepared. So if I'm not allowed to switch between things in between, then I'm going to be annoyed because you've got 10 rounds of bullcrap. Honestly. I'm going in. I'm seeing what's happening. Alright? Alright. Let's go. Alright, that's knock knock at the door. More knock knock at the door. Did they seriously break through the window just like they did in my bloody Ruina Christmas video? Bloody typical. Nay, boy! Cluck, cluck! Woof, 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 woof! Knock, knock, and the door shall open. Talk about stupid strong. Ha ha ha! Cooking is a test of endurance, after all. Whatever you say, sister. Now, friends, you're going to frighten the residents of this place. They might end up hiding. We're introducing our whole group to them for the first time, so we should be polite about it, no? They might turn us away if we're too noisy. If they do, then we'll just have to break in and wreck them. So this is the famed library! Oh, I've heard many things about it, but to see it myself... You used to lead a circus in a humble tent for such a long time. And I thank you for changing that! With your help, I could finally step out of that tent filled with the musty scent of flowers. You know how tiring it was to deal with your antsy antics. You almost got one of us pulped. I was not in my right mind at the time. Why, I thought you were simply trying to perform with me. Still, I think it's truly splendicious that we could walk the same path in the end. I feel the same. Sir Archangel gave us true salvation. Haha! No, don't mention it, friends. I couldn't have done this alone. I should be thanking you all. By the by, it seems no one is here to greet us today. Off, ruff! Nay! Caw! Nay, bark! Must have wimped out and hid behind a shelf. Are you lot insane? You can't just fling the door open by force. That's a first, I gotta admit. Perhaps this is an indication that the library has grown close enough to the physical realm that it can be interacted with from the outside. And we knocked several times too, mind you. If you rap your dirty fists on the door and no one responds, what you should do is leave, not break in. Don't get your skirt in a twist. We were in a bit of a hurry, so to speak. Pluto, do your job. But of course, I shall see to it that the entrance is repaired in no time. I'm guessing it's repaired now. Is that a singularity? Singularity? Such a preposterous claim. It's magic! I love Oswald. We were truth seekers and artists, perched on the boundary as we searched for an answer. You haven't been taken over by the distortion. How is that possible? To eat or be eaten. We're walking a fine line at the crossroads. The so-called pale librarian has fully become a human, huh? I can't even call her pale anymore. She now has red blood coursing beneath her soft flesh. I want to rip out every little blood vessel in your body and eat it. The veins of a machine turned human. How will they taste, I wonder? Easy there, Eleanor. That stuff tastes better cooked than raw. The thought is making my mouth water. I respect your preferences, but please save discussions about them for a private conversation. What's your business here, anyway? We don't feel like giving any book to you. Didn't invite you here either. I hear the answer we seek lies at the library at its very core. And we've come to snatch that book with our forky tongue. Angela, we are aware that you are we are aware that you have nearly completed that volume. Who said anything about giving it away? I never said anything about asking permission either. Ah, right, Roland. It's been a while since I got to have a chat with you in peace. You won't talk to me? That's heartless of you, and I had good news for you too. We've brought along the person you wanted to meet so dearly, actually. What? Truth be told, I didn't want her to meet you again. The two of you were comparable to a marriage between a beautiful rose and a rabid beast. Though a love story that ends with the lovers never getting to see each other again would be too tragic, wouldn't you say? So I decided to take her with us. What bullcrap are you? It's been a while, Roland. Have we met before? How could I forget? She wouldn't shut up about you. That's right, Angelica. That's right. Angelica had much to say. Oh dear, was it too much? Oh my God! Oh! What's wrong? Are you at a loss for words by the reunion of your dreams? What motherfuckery are you trying to pull? There's no trickery here, or are you so mesmerized by her polished-up beauty that you can't stop admiring her? Agrella! You whore! How intimidating. What's the problem? You finally met your beloved Angelica once more. Please say that he actually calls him that. It feels apt, given his personality and everything he's done. Oh, don't tell me. Fell in love at first sight for the second time? Want to steal away Angelica from me yet again? No, you won't. I won't let that happen this time. You don't deserve Angelica. She deserved better than having her life ruined by the likes of you. Don't you feel anything when you look at that mess you made out of her? You must be quite bedazzled by her perfected form. You're not gonna croak in peace. I'll chew you up alive! Crunch your bones to dust! You're still bound to the past, but blind to the present. Roland, you fool. Try looking into the future like I do. Do you know how hard Ji-Hyan worked for this?
Sorting out the corpses cluttered within the piano was an arduous task, even for me.
I went through a fair bit of trouble next to him. I had to extract Angelica's blood out of the pile of bodies bloated from the heat. The piano? What? Ah, my oh my. Was it too early to reveal this? Oh, I'm sorry, Roland. I didn't ruin your little plan by accident, did I? Is this about the pianist?
Even I know that fact. All your smarts were good for nothing, huh?
This show is getting spicier than I thought. I was trying to hold it in. I really was. But this is too hysterical. I can't even hold back my tears. You naive, moronic heap of scrap. Angela, you're the one who killed that black-hearted bastard's undeserved better half. Do you see it now? You're the one who killed my sister.
Quite a scene indeed. Even I cannot help but laugh at this. The white nights and dark days caused the distortion phenomenon, which made the pianist.
And you, Angelica, are responsible for the white nights and dark days. The relation couldn't be any clearer. Poor Miss Angelica, how could you still be so blind to the truth?
Cut it out! You're being calmer than I expected this time, rather than, throwing a ferocious fit. That rapid psycho warped a whole lot of syndicates and offices back that were running experiments which seemed even a tiny bit suspicious.
And his blind rampage affected us as well.
Roland, I don't expect you to remember us. All I wanted was to bring back my son, who had died in an unfortunate incident. There was no way for me to have anything to do with the death of your wife. I explained it all to you, and yet you killed my son in cold blood in that workroom.
The theories were right about who you are.
You were such a merciless being. Right. It was the place with a terrible stench. This was unexpected. You actually remembered it. Looking at that puppet, I couldn't help but be reminded of it. I guess you got more skillful since then, even though your disgusting method hasn't changed one bit. No singularity could save my son when he was found. He was in an abysmal state. He was playing in a spot that was out of my sight, when he unfortunately got in the way of a road roller which was flattening the road in the back street's redevelopment site. I should have been at work that day, but I still wanted to undo what happened, even if it cost everything I had. What's more, the revival of my son was nearly complete, but then you had to interfere moments before our touching reunion and ruin it all. You still insist that thing was your son. All it was an abomination made with the flesh of random people weaved together. You don't get to decide the worth of my method, or the ways of anyone else here for that matter. I never did any harm to you. The worst thing I did was use the bodies of children who had already gone astray and lost their lives during the night. Even so, if the parents of those kids wanted to hold me accountable, I was ready to accept their judgment. Not yours, Roland. You had no right to kill my son, who was about to be given new life, or judge me for my actions. That day, staring at the fire which engulfed all I had, I swore to myself that I'd do everything to make you suffer the same, and to make this whole damned world suffer as well. There's no justification for a maniac who was lashing out at blameless people to kill my son. Then I came across another chance. I could awaken to this power. But I was confused and lost my way for a good while. My head was brimming with all kinds of thoughts. That was when the orchestra here reached out to me and led me to this exact moment. That's that, and this is this. Whatever you've gone through, you shouldn't have fucked with my wife. It doesn't matter what kind of miserable past you have anymore. I don't even care if I was the reason for your suffering. But you!
Roland, calm down. What's the matter? This isn't like you.
Not like me, huh? You've got the wrong impression, then.
Ah, this is taking such an amusing turn. Don't get me wrong, Angela. I'm not here to get my revenge like that man with a heart of coal is. It's the opposite, rather. I'm thankful for you, you see?
You gave us the power to reach here, sister.
Thank you for opening up a path through which we can reach salvation. Here, we'll take the light of the library and illuminate the city with the beauty that exceeds the pianists, so that no one will ever be able to forget us. That's why, Angela, you have my deepest gratitude.
Let me express my appreciation as well. I could shake him up as I desired thanks to your ignorance. As eager as I am to see what happens next with googly eyes, we'll have to miss out on it, sadly.
Now, get ready then. The song of the city is approaching its coda. And you have your stories to keep, don't you?
No! Block, block, block! Wow, wow, wow!
Roland.
Don't say a word. We still have a common goal of stopping an Agrella.
Okay.
Phew! I am allowed to just switch between them! Hallelujah! So I didn't have to just rush create a bunch of people. I can actually just put thought into this crap. Oh, good God. Are you ready for the floor of history? If I'm ready for anyone, floor of history is probably one of them. What do I have to do by fortify reception? The progress of the reception will not be saved. Will you forfeit the reception? Oh, that's what you mean. Okay. Alright. So long as you have 15 of every card, you technically can't go wrong because I'm allowed to just re-equip everyone. So, Malkuth, show us what you got. You're against Philip, are you? Right. Ineffective versus everything. Makes sense. Takes no burn damage. Of course you fucking would. When inflicting burn using combat pages, apply +1 stack. Tempered Passion. Whenever the emotion level rises, inflict 3 burn to all characters, including self. Gain power by half the current emotion level, rounded down. Overheat. If the character has 15 or more burn at the start of the scene, become overheated, dealing more damage with attacks, but becoming more vulnerable to stagger damage. Alright then, so I do want to burn you. While overheated, inflict 1 burn to target on hit, and inflict 1 burn to attacker when hit. Alright. HP does not go below 60% max HP. When staggered, proceeds to the next phase. Change resistances and purge all status ailments from self. Okay, so that's pretty strong. That's pretty meh. That is a lot of emotion coins. Jesus Christ. Searing Resolution. Okay. Fierce Spirit. Combat start. When inflicting burn next scene, inflict 2 more stacks. Gain 2 strength next scene. Okay, that's pretty bad.
Combusting Rage. If target has 10 or more burn, inflict 1 burn to all targets. Okay. Inflict Feeble and Disarm. And that's just a big attack. That's a ranged attack as well. Okay, Malkuth team! Inflict as much bloody goddamn burn as you can! ... Welcome! I'm the patron librarian of the Floor of History, and your opponent, Malkuth. Are you going to say anything? What more do I have to say to you? Are you holding some sort of grudge because you think we took everything from you? Maybe so. You don't sound all that certain about it. Sorry, I've got a bit of adrenaline running through me. I can't talk properly. There are remnants of memories and feelings inside me. I'm not sure if I forgot them or lost them, though. Those feelings only become more dull over time. I imagine myself in the past would have gotten upset and sad over those, unable to let go of them. Right now, I'm simply standing here for the performance that will awaken the people of this city like everyone else. I have no hard feelings, other than the desire for the light you've kept hidden. Don't you feel that you've lost something important to you? Having my happiness taken away doesn't always mean that sadness has to fill that place. I haven't become instrumentally unhappier. I've simply returned to a past state, back when I hadn't realized such emotions, back before I met them. I'm sure I wasn't a miserable man at that time. If you have to part with such emotions and memories, what'll be left for you? Nothing. I don't feel sad about it, though. Why are people taught that they must earn things? Jobs, assets, friends, family, knowledge, wealth? They tell us that our lives are made successful by content, by acquiring them, whatever they may be. Even though nothing in this world lasts forever, what we get is destined to depart from us one day. Eventually, when people try and fail to latch onto them in an unsightly struggle, they despair and lament. I did too. Do relationships between people really matter? They'll all break in sooner or later. Can't a person be himself and walk down a path he chose purely on his own, without anyone's intervention? He may seem like a nobody, but he'll ultimately gain more. It's understandable to be afraid of what might happen between people. After all, I had the same fear. But without such emotions, we can't move forward. There might be difficult and trying times, but there's still a lesson to be learned from that pain. I don't know. Even if that were true, you're not the one to lecture me about it. Such a bold thing to say, after taking the lives of the people around me. And wearing them, because they were all burn-focused. Hi, Malkuth! How's Salvador doing? I haven't come here to take revenge, though. Most would say the same. All I want is a free life, one where I'm not chained to anything. I'm tired of having to worry about taking flack for anything I do. I guess I don't have any more arguments to make. I don't have a clear conscience about what I've been doing, after all. There's only one way to settle this now. It's time for me to do what I must do. Get ready, guys. I have no ill feelings. Miss Malkuth, what do we do? He's changed a lot, and so have we. He seems calmer than last time. I guess he'll be harder to deal with than before. Don't get too nervous. Take things on steadily. Oh god, this is gonna be absolute bloody pain, I can already tell. Right. You're doing a lot of... What's your resistances? Okay. Well, okay. So right now, you are not burning. What we need to do is simply clash. So we can get some goddamn emotion. That is what we need to do. He's only one person. We are several. We need to clash so that we can get some emotion. No matter whether we win or lose. Preferably win. Okay, guys, let's see how this goes. I'm not missing anything about you, right? When applying burn, apply additional stack. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. You're gonna start burning a bit, Kian, but we can deal with that. Whenever the emotion level rises, inflict 3 burn to all characters. Okay, we can deal with that. Okay, guys, go. Wow, I'm shocked you lost so much. I'm also guessing I messed up a thing because that was not meant to happen like that. That's what I messed up. But we all ranked up, so it's fine. Right. If he's immune to burn, then logically, we're better off not taking ashes. So let's take Nostalgic Embrace. Unfortunately, he has no counter dice this time. This is basically a... whatchamacallit, race against time. Given how much... whatchamacallit he has. Okay, guys, go. An important thing to remember is we do need to do, technically, as much stagger damage as possible. Because he is still getting staggered. Okay. You are now burning, but you are fatal to all resistances. Really now? Oh, but you got giving yourself a lot of counter dice, aren't you? Well then. Hopefully, he should be staggered by the end of the round. So let's see what happens. Good. Good enough. Bad. Expected. Awesome. Awesome. Nice. Alright, fine, whatever. He's staggered now. We're all good. But now he's moving to the next phase. Or at least he will be soon, probably. Right. I'm taking ashes just because I don't know what else to happen. Alright, that's some music. Proceeds to next phase when below the whatchamacallit. Oh my god, the bloody all dice lose 0 power. So you lose power for each little kid that we kill. When an unspeaking child is defeated, lose power by the number of unspeaking... Right. Okay. Oh, but it's not like they have the whatchamacallit bullcrap that, you know, that they... You stop them doing anything, right? Takes half as much damage from burns, starting with the scene after it's spawned. Gain 1 strength and endurance at every scene. Oh, we need to kill them quick! Alright, noted. Kill them quick. I mean, if there was ever a time to mass attack, this is probably it. All I have to do is make sure I mass attack all the blank cards. Is there a particular one from you I want to mass attack? I don't think it matters. I just need to mass attack all of their blank squares. There we go. You've got 1 strength and 1 enduring. I expect no less from a prick. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Jacob, you are going to start taking a lot of damage, I can already tell. That was fucking god-awful. I love how they laugh at me. Can I just make that comment? Right, I figured that one would now be staggered. He's focusing everything he has into one person right now, which isn't good. So unless I just let myself have the cannon fodder character, which I shouldn't. Alright, guys. That child's gonna die, so he's gonna lose some power next turn. But for now, Jacob, you are gonna take a lot of damage. Possibly. Probably not. He will! Fiery Dragon Fist. Gotta love it. It has its purposes. One dead child. Now then. I need gluttony. And as much as I might want to give it to Leaf, considering she is Zhao, I think that's more important. Then we need the Forgotten, because the Forgotten is just that powerful of a card. You are still going after him. Completely. You have a single-minded focus mentality. No issue. I am just going to Forgotten that attack, and we're going to be good. As for the other attacks, though, I have to do something. And they've started using 2 dice as well. I think I have to cannon fodder him. He's got no... Yeah, if he takes any hit, he won't survive. Because of how much burn he has left. I need to cannon fodder him. He's not going to live. In addition... Oh! Because of the fact that they're now burning, their stagger resistance is pitiful. Meaning, if I hit them enough, they should just die. Oh, this is important. Right. Actually, if I'm using you as cannon fodder, why am I trying to Forgotten you? You can't live past the next turn. However, what you can... And that's why I was going to cannon fodder you, just so that you don't get hit, spreading even more burn to everyone. This is the phase we need to do some damage. And preferably, we need to take down all of the goddamn little pieces of bullcrap as well. Right, let's just see how this goes. Staggered, awesome. You're dead. Oh, that's bad. I was expecting that to get staggered. Awesome. Bad. How the Christ did you manage that, Glob? Let's get the vines out. And put them on Malkuth, because she's gonna last the longest. Hello, Malkuth. Aren't you immune to burn now? At the start of scene, inflict 2 burn to all enemies. Takes no damage from burn. Yeah. Yeah. No damage from burn. Most importantly, though, you, currently, are 1 speed, meaning we can just lay into you. Because we will stagger you before you hit us. You can't hit him because you will burn. Because that's what happens. This is gonna end up... This is gonna be... end up being Malkuth versus the other guy at this rate, isn't it? So what are your mass attacks? Gain 2 endurance and strengthening. See, not bad. That's actually a really useful one. Alright, guys. Let's do this. No. Go to hell. Screw off. That is called a very unhappy Zao. Why don't you look fun? I'm assuming it's the same crap, right? Yep, no burn, blah-de-blah-de-blah. You've produced some form of ego here. Scorching desperation. Oh! But you're not a bit. You're not whatchamacallit to everything. And you have 1 goddamn whatchamacallit. You have an awful lot of counter dice. Maybe. Maybe. An awful lot of it, yes. But. It's not going to goddamn save you. Especially as you're completely targeting Leaf. Like, you're not even trying to target anyone else. Leaf, I do apologize, but you know the drill when it comes to cannon fodder. If someone needs to play the role, someone needs to play the damn role. Right. Everyone is attacking his his counter dice. Hopefully this doesn't end up too bad. Go! Get screwed! That's unfortunate. That's equally unfortunate. Up there. We're working the dice down. Bye-bye, Glob. You're dead now. Again. If you don't have any goddamn whatchamacallits, speed, there's not much you can do, pal. So here's how it's gonna work. All he has is a bunch of goddamn armor. Kian, you are dead. Undisputed, unprovoked. And now he is staggered. Booyah! Zao was needed for that. Just for immunity to bloody burn. Christ. Oh, I love how I can reset it and do it again. Did I actually get books from that? Is that how it works? Alright, well, who am I fighting for the floor of language? Let's do the easy one. Tanya! Oh, okay. I was actually expecting Eleanor. You know what? We can't just leave, so who are we fighting on each floor? Who does Hokma get? Hokma gets Pluto. That's not a surprise. And you're immune to everything. That's somehow also not a surprise. Binna. I suspect Who are the options? I suspect she said we'll get Oswald. No, he gets Hajiun. Right. Oh, and you're just fighting us with regular puppets, too. Well, that's interesting. Like, the old-fashioned puppets as well. I suppose it makes sense, but I don't get it. Okay. Yesod is the musicians. God damn it! I mean, Elaine makes sense too, but god damn it! Hod is going to be Eleanor. Greta. Alright then. I'm somewhat surprised by that. Alright, fine, screw it. Gebura is Eleanor. Alright, we already did Gebura, she's Tanya. Who the hell gets Eleanor? Netzach gets the musicians. Why do you get all these weird things along with the musicians? Out of interest. So, you're all about buffing your allies, which makes sense. That's what the musicians were all about. You get Oswald. Huh. Why do you get Oswald? That's kind of surprising. What's the catch? This looks stupidly easy. Honestly. He doesn't have that much health. He's really slow. When we meet, stagger target. Target is stupefied, next scene. That's probably what the catch is. You can instantly stagger someone. So, Binner gets Eleanor. Yeah. What? What? Alright, Tanya, what's your traits? You're here by yourself, so... Hour of the Wolf. At the start of the scene, if there are no targetable enemies, purge untargetable effects from all enemies and give those that had those effects 2 protection and 2 staggered protection instead. Time for round 2. When HP drops to 1, fully recover HP and stagger resist and purge all status ailments. HP does not reach 0 before this occurs. Once per act. Afterwards, gain 2 strength and endurance for the rest of the scene. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, what cards do you have? Target's dice cannot be recycled. Deal 3 damage to target. Pretty meh. On hit, deal damage. On hit, deal paralysis. Meh. Overspeed. If on use. If speed is higher than the target's, not gonna happen. All dice gain +6 power. Okay. Gain 1 strength next scene. Alright. Dice on this page and the affecting page are unaffected by power loss or power gain. That's going to be the big one that I'm going to find annoying. Cannot be redirected. This page is used against all enemies. Huh. That's a big ability. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Huh. Well, hey, you got the same kind of scent as me, huh? You should get your nose checked then. One is a slaughter-crazed wolf, and the other is a hunter tracking it down. You got a ragtag band of dummies to fight me, eh? Do I look like a joke to you or what? Still, the highlight of the match is the woman who was once called the Red Mist. This ought to be fun. Everyone I meet keeps bringing up that title. Aren't you tired of putting me on a pedestal at this point? No way, hun. People will be shocked to learn that the great legend is doing menial labor in a place like this. How's your inhuman strength doing these days? I only heard stories about it, so I've been itching to see it in action. Is strength the only thing you value? Yep. No reason not to bow down to folks who are stronger than you. What do you think of people who lack such strength? What do you think people who lack such strength should do then? The weak? They gotta find ways to survive on their own. You obey the strong, or you get killed by them. Either or. Someone will keep you safe if you serve them like a good little pup.
There won't be an end to the struggle fought with physical strength. It'll be a constant series of gory battles. Even the victor can't be at ease in such a world. Those who act in their own interests can lose everything by the same means at any time. Is it really right to possess strength if it's only used to take from others?
Why see that as stealing, gal? This is just how the world is. The ones best adapted to it come out on top. Simple as that. Adapt or die. If you can't, you will become food or fall behind until you're wiped out. The so-called apex predators are the creatures best fit to survive in this ecosystem. Ain't that the truth? That's how humans have always lived. That's why a big fuss about it. Why make such a big fuss about it now? Strength is the most honest and clear way to express yourself. I prove that I'm stronger than you, and that's it. No tricks or lies involved. I want a world where that power means everything, and that's why I'm helping Mr. Orchestrator. Oh, I guess you've got your own reasons and causes to bring up as well. For the sake of others, making the world peaceful, or whatevs. Not like I want to hear 'em. You probably looked at all the people hopelessly dying and wanted to do something for 'em out of pity or anxiety, but the truth is, the city folks were doing fine without you. You didn't seriously expect everyone in the city to gladly take the gifts you forcefully handed to them and say, "Here, thanks," did you? Now look at you, running the daily lives of innocent people to resume your plan.
It's true. We can't glorify what we've done as deeds for the people. I know that. I'm not entirely proud of our actions. That's what I've been ruminating on. I suppose it's not something you need to know, though. We simply need to do what suits where we stand.
Yep, but you and I are doing this for our own satisfaction and desires. And that's about it. Claiming to stand for a higher cause is just an excuse.
We both have things we have to protect or take.
If you got it, let's get this started. Right! Well, go ahead and try to keep this up for as long as you can.
We can't rely on Miss Gebura to handle everything for us. Alright, Gebura, ma'am. Where shall we begin?
Yeah, kind of. I'm frankly nervous. Baron is the worst person to be saying that!
You're right. Everyone ready? Yeah, let's do this how we're used to.
Oh, you think you're allowed that, do you? Nope! Alright, you. You have been, Alright, Blonder. You have been brought into this to prove whether or not your special thing is worthwhile. Are we understood? I think we're understood. So who's gonna take on that attack? Quite frankly, you're best at doing that. The problem is, they only have 3 dice at the moment, so... Oh, but they've got 2 counter dice. Oh, okay, that works. Alright, guys, let's see how this goes. Good. Good. Could have been worse. Good. Awesome. Amazing. Shame. Awesome. Shame. But you got your emotion. That's the big thing. Right. Blonder needs to clash with something or other. And frankly, we need to make sure that Intimidate doesn't hit. So, I do feel as though I might want to take this slow, though. You know? I love how he got the +1 endurance, which is possibly the worst effect he could have gotten. Which is amazing. Alright, but you're not allowed to clash again. For a while. Right, we didn't get the right one. But you know what we did get? Roll of the Wolf. And you know who I trained specifically for Roll of the Wolf? Blonder. Oh, speed 9 you say? Well, let me deal with that speed 9 of yours. He's got +1 strength now, which is the good thing. Okay, guys, let's do this. Beat down the puppy dog. God, I love you, Baron. You know what? Colour me impressed with what you did then. And with that. That was more expected, but... Okay, vengeance, Baron, about goddamn time. That's not a mass attack, is it? That's just a everyone takes a goddamn bloody mega punch. Outsider's about to get staggered, so let's see how this works out. So you literally do just target everyone one at a time with that attack. But you know the best part about it? You hit Baron with it. Which is a huge mistake. I just realized I should have yielded my flesh against that attack. God damn it. Right, go. Damn. Damaged. Damaged. Big hit. Ooh, didn't hit that time. Well, now you've gotten him involved. So... yeah, Baron doesn't mess around. So let's see what this round 2 is all about, shall we? Vampirism. Someone's gonna need it, but I feel absorption on Baron would still be better. And then a mimicry. Right. What's with you now? Okay, so you're the exact same, except now you just hit a bunch more. You just got a bunch more dice and crap. Right? Right? Yeah. Thought as much. He's got +3 strength now. Which is the evil part. Unfortunately for him, Baron has +8 strength. So... okay. Let's beat down a puppy dog. Okay, that could have gone better, but wasn't too bad either. Awesome, that was a nice hit. Nice. Ooh! That's a shame, Blonder. And this is when Baron says, yes, hurt me! I dare you to hurt me! Right, vampirism, please, and we'll put it on Gebura, just to be safe, and then we'll get a Crimson Scar. Yeah. Give us the proper music. Oh, and look, you're not doing a beatdown bullcrap. Alright, guys, let's show them the power of Red Mist and Baron. That's what this comes down to. The Red Mist, being the Red Mist, Come on, Red Mist. Don't hog all the glory. And Baron just being goddamn bloody Baron. I love Baron. I just love the build I've got for Baron. It's just so absurd. The suicide how is the suicide build so effective? That's what I want to know. Oh, you beat me fair and square. Can't complain about a good fight. I'm sorry, but that... Oh, I feel bad about that. That was so easy. Well, everyone, I'm all out of time for this episode, so what can I say other than thank you all for joining me today. I've been your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I hope to see you all again next time. But I'm afraid that, until then, it is time for me to bid thee all farewell, good day, and finally, good night.